The last 5 years have seen a construction boom in this country. This sort of exponential growth brings its own set of challenges to the table. Let us see how Kanakia Spaces, a company that went from a 5 to 10 crore turnover to a 500 plus crore turnover today, has utilized an enterprise resource management solution from In4velocity to deal with these challenges.
Our growth rate was more than 100%. From one project, we went to 15 projects, 20 projects at a time. Our turnover increased from modest 5-10 crores 10 years, 15 years before to more than 500 crores, almost more than 500 crores in last year. And we aspire to have at least more than 1,000 crores turnover in next 2-3 years. So every system which was manual system, every records which were kept at a departmental level, and all departments were functioning independently. There was a duplication of records. Not only the duplication of records, the biggest problem is the reconciliation between records between two departments. So unification of systems, standardization of system, standardization of procedures automatically flows once you adopt an ERP. A common platform will give us same figure of outstanding, same figure of profitability, same figures of sales. All MIS becomes a centralized MIS. So this is the biggest reason for the change.
We were using pretty outdated systems which were DOS-based systems. Firstly, and again not integrated. The main need for the system was to get a control from a single point. So that made us feel like we need to go for an ERP which would help us control from our corporate office, and at the same time be linked to all the places and have a smooth functioning across the entire organization.
What made Kanakia Spaces go in for an industry-specific ERP as opposed to a generic solution?
Two decisions have to be taken. Number one is whether you want to go for a generalized ERP or whether you want to go for industry-specific ERP. The advantage of industry-specific ERP is that almost everything, at least 70 to 80% you get ready-made templates. When you go for a generalized ERP like say SAP or NetVision, then or Oracle, then the advantage is that you can tailor-made it the way you want. Disadvantage is that when you are introducing ERP for the first time, we ourselves are not very clear as to what exactly we want. We came to the conclusion that probably at this stage, this is not a very correct way because if they are too general, there will be a lot of time which we have to be put in to suit to our requirement, and it will take a lot of time to implement. So then we thought it is much better that we start with industry specific ERP rather than a very generalized ERP like SAP. Among all industry specific ERP, In4velocity were little better. 2-3 things which we looked into. Number one was, it was very simple. If you see the home page of my ERP which we are using, it's very simple. It is function wise, modules are very clear. Second, I had a flexibility of using my own finance module, so I can link it with my tally so that I don't have to write my books of accounts at all. Information is directly posted from this ERP to tally.
What were some of the challenges that Kanakia had to overcome to accomplish a successful implementation?
The first requirement of a faster implementation and the implementation of ERP is involvement of top management. Second is involvement of middle level and other senior managers. So we had a 2 or 3 meeting of our departmental heads. Imposing a decision on them probably will not get a support from their heart. So rather than taking their voluntary consent and taking their participation in the whole implementation process did a trick. So now it was not my ERP, it was their ERP. It was our ERP. The next what we did is that we identified 1 or 2 people from each department. They were leaders. So idea was to teach only to leaders, and then leaders will teach to the other staff. We had a steering committee where including my chairman and managing director was present. So all the problems, all the issues which are not sorted out within my ERP team and my team were brought to our notice. So that we can take either we change our own processes or we request them that you please get this changed.
First challenge was users, explaining users how it will benefit them, in what way, advantages, disadvantages. That is why, educating users about the ERP, because some users were a little hesitant to, use it.
The whole thing started in the month of October, and by December end, by January end, entire training schedule was over and we were ready to start it. We started somewhere around 1st February, so that by February, March, people will become absolutely comfortable. And then on 31st March, we took a drastic decision. All existing processes, all existing systems should stop and we will go live on my new ERP with effect from 1st April. This ERP does not have a finance module at all. That is an advantage because you can always have your own existing finance module also, and this ERP will talk to them so that posting of entries etc. will be done automatically. We have implemented definitely the normal standard modules like purchase, marketing, engineering, rental. I wanted a normal standardized system to be in place, and then I go for that business intelligence, or they call it a dashboard system.